Hi, everyone. Today we have two guests along with all the Zoomers. Do you know why they're here? Because, oh no, yes, it's here. Ta-da-dang! Congratulations to Karnataka set winners. Before your net, it is good that we have some set winners who can give you a glimpse of their schedules and their struggles. We have here with us Jamila. Jamila is a former student at Vallath. She did offline coaching and she cleared AP set in 2022, NET twice, and also GATE. And now she has cleared Karnataka set with All India rank 5. And here we have Shweta. You know Shweta already, I am sure, because she has been clearing exam after exam after exam. And she has come many times in our videos. She got Karnataka set with All India rank 1. It is an incredible mark that she got, along with all the other exams that she has cleared, including JRF in 2022. Shweta, congratulations. Jamila, so proud of you. Congratulations. I know personally that it is sheer hard work that got you there. It's 100% your effort and your work. Even though we were there to help, you have to tell us how your mindset should be, how your hard work should be, so that everybody can clear like you. We start from here and you climb, and you're getting there. You've reached such great heights. So proud of you. Please talk to us. Shweta, would you like to begin?
Yes, ma'am. Very good evening to all. So it's like an epic evening that I have right away. So as ma'am told, it is of course the sheer determination and the hard work. Initially, I was preparing for my exam since 2021. The one thing that I came to know is ma'am's lectures. I begin my journey with ma'am's YouTube channel. She had given the immense foundation for British literature, not only for British literature, for also for the other areas like theory and criticism. The very deep understanding of each and every unit helped me literally to conquer many exams. So I was getting only the lectures of ma'am and as well as Vallath books, nothing else. People would be asking, Shweta, you're doing this exam and that exam. Will you be able to share what were the books that you are following? I would simply tell them. They'll be giving me so many lists. I have seen this book with this cover page, but I have no idea what they are saying. But to be honest, I simply followed ma'am's books. The encyclopedias are my treasures. You know, it helped me so much to with the very good understanding. So because it is people might be thinking it is tons, the pages are bit voluminous, but the things ma'am which have inculcated are very crisp and easy to grasp it. So it helped me so much, ma'am. And especially the 9:30 polls, they were like my revision session. I'll be studying in the daytime and I would like to give a practice in 9:30 p.m.s. And whatever things that you're sharing in the YouTube class, Ankita's class and Hina ma'am summary, they helped me immensely. And moreover, I just heard your voice in the exam hall, ma'am. Like you were saying, you have to cross connect this. The key idea is this particular thing. So your voice is elsewhere in my room, ma'am. So apart from that, Hina ma'am summary, I should say this, she has given the complete analysis of even the very complex text. It helped me to, eliminate the options. So even for paper one, I used to watch all videos of Kalyani ma'am, especially 9 o'clock sessions, the midnight children sessions. It helped me so much, ma'am. Not only that particular thing, the very mantra that you would say is, read extra more, do extra research, give your consistent revision. So it helped me to conquer several things. It felt like an epic evening, ma'am, again.
Shweta, many students, when they study, they feel like, oh, we are forgetting everything. They become scared. They become stressed. How do they manage it? That is a very big issue for everyone. How do you remember? I know personally that you're a person who remembers a lot. When I ask you questions, you remember many answers easily. How do you get there? What is your advice to our students?
Ma'am, it's a consistent revision, ma'am. I just limit all my sources, only encyclopedias. And as usual, when you're saying, so many details in the classroom, I used to make note of it with the same page of our encyclopedia. So I used to give so many revisions, and I used to cross connect things with from classics to contemporary. I keep it in that way, ma'am. Say, for example, like our ancient Aeschylus and Sophocles trilogy, it has some connection with Caribbean literature as well. So in that way, I used to cross connect things across other literature. So it helps me. I find it very interesting to have a connection over it. So, and moreover, of course, we have to revise it again and again, ma'am, without thinking it is so burden. No, of course, it is not burden. And end of the day, it is all worth giving it, right? So it is easy. And while for the very first time, I thought, oh god, it is so much to remember, so many chronology, so many writers, names, characters. But a day after day, I just used to it, beginning with a very small step, it led to the very greatest journey, ma'am. So the consistent revision and cross connection, of course, with the historical background, ma'am, that you'll be narrating in our class, we have to cross connect things. So that literally helped me to do it, ma'am.
Very good, very good. What about you, Jamila? How many hours did you study? What were your strategies? What do you feel now that you've passed with such a good rank?
This is totally an unexpected result, I would say. I didn't expect this result. I didn't even see the results. It was Sweta who sent me this result. Actually, I and Sweta, we are friends. I came to Kalyani ma'am because of Sweta. She's the one who she was after writing AP set. We went for an interview, not interview, but for certificate verification. It was there I met Shweta. She was very energetic and inspiring, and she recommended me to join ma'am's course, but I didn't join at that time. But I followed the YouTube classes. I can say I used to take notes from YouTube, and I used to revise because I could not join the course at once. But as soon as I joined the online course, uh, till now I can say the basement which I took time to write every work which ma'am mentions, and the first attempt which I wrote after listening to the YouTube classes, I was able to understand. That gave me a very what can I say? I started trusting ma'am. Whatever she says is really it's I can believe her. Whatever she teaches is very much valuable. Everything she teaches is important because trusting a teacher and listening to the classes is very important. Unless we trust our teacher, it's difficult, especially from my point of view. So that exam, whenever I saw the questions, I was not able to crack that exam at that time. But I was able to see different works and the names of different writers. And I felt, yeah, ma'am teaches all these things. If I join the course, then I'll get better understanding. Later, I joined the online course, and I also came for offline course. So after many attempts, only I passed. I didn't pass in the very first attempt. Uh, but little by little, I learned everything, and also the YouTube, other videos by other teachers, and also the paper one teachers. Especially, even though I am not very strong in maths, I want to remember ma'am, Abanna ma'am. She was the teacher whom I have seen very patient, especially who teaches maths. She'll make sure that every child understands that particular problem. I love that. And other teachers also, they are very much approachable. Even in offline class, uh, it cannot be forgotten. The support, the motivation, especially the encouraging words of Kalyani ma'am. Till today, I used to wonder how did I make all these things. The positive words and the encouraging words which we hear from our teacher and other teachers, especially young teachers. We had Princey sister and Medhavi sister with us when I studied. So they were really a motivation for not only for me, for all my batchmates. till now we are in connection. So we also get so many friends learning through Vallath. And yeah, I cannot say this is the reason, that is the reason. Again, consistency, uh, again and again, trying again. Even if you fail, you should not lose your hope. Again and again, you should try with motivation. Especially, you get that from ma'am and other teachers. Continue with that. You will meet success on the way. That's what I want. Thank you so much. Thank you. I also want to thank all the team members because I cannot say everyone's name, but I know everyone did their part well. I can say that I till now I am learning in for TRB also with Vallath everywhere. Whenever I see any person, I can say they are very much dedicated in their work, and I am motivated. Every time I am also motivated to do more, to do more. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Jamila. Thank you. I know what you said is right. Even though right at the beginning, as soon as you study, sometimes some of you may not pass. It is really worth the wait. It is really worth studying more and more. And finally, when you clear all these exams with ranks, with JRF, all those years or months of trauma, hard work, everything will vanish. It's worth it, isn't it, Shweta and Jamila? It's worth it.
Yes,
It's
ma'am,
worth
indeed.
it. Right. What if you had to struggle for some months or couple of years? No problem. At the end, this result, this opportunity that you get in your life, that is going to make up for everything. I'm so happy that you had the perseverance, that you have done this. Thank you once again from all of us. People are saying that this is so very inspiring and motivating. And somebody is saying, what if someone is not able to give their 100% because of some issues? Do you think there is anybody who gives 100%? No, you cannot. It is humanly impossible to give 100%. We only give like 10 or 15%, and we think it is 100%. That is why when we do more and more and more, we still go on increasing, we improving. Because in the beginning, it was not even 50%. It was so less. Our less is more when we keep on doing it, right? Yes. So don't worry. There is no 100% or anything. Just do what you want to do. Enjoy every bit of it. Go on doing it perseverantly without giving up, without getting defeated, and you will get there. Right, Shweta, Jamila?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So congratulations to both of you again. Now, I think it's time we moved on to the 1000 Midnight Children discussions. Right? You can stay with us and answer, or you can do as you wish. Shall we move on to the questions, Ankita?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. This is a simple question. The Dark Holds No Terrors by Shashi Deshpande. You know that it is one of the early novels of Shashi Deshpande. When was it published is the question. Is it 1980, 1981, 1983, or 1985? What is the answer? Everyone, tell us in the chat box. Some people are saying 80, some people are saying 85, some people are saying different answers. What is the answer, Ankita?
It is 1980.
It is 1980. Remember, it is one of her early novels. The Dark Holds No Terrors. What is the name of the protagonist here? Name of the protagonist? Saru. Yes. Dark Holds No Terrors has the protagonist, Saru. She's a doctor. Yes. And she's coming home to her father's house. Yes, husband is Manohar, correct. So in all of Shashi Deshpande's novels, we have this modern Indian woman coming to terms with her problems and finally asserting her identity and asserting herself, isn't it? 1980 is Dark Holes, No Terrors. 1983 is Roots and Shadows. Very famous is the 1989 novel, which is that? That Long Silence. Why is it important? That Long Silence won the Sahitya Academy Award. Right. Very good. Jamila, I hope you remember all this. Okay. Ankita, would you like to read this one?
Choose the wrong statement. The Serpent and the Rope is Raja Rao's second novel. It was first published in 1960 by John Murray. Next, written in an autobiographical style, the novel deals with the concepts of existence, reality, and fulfillment of one's capabilities. Last one, the protagonist Veeraswamy's thought process in the novel is said to be influenced by Vedantic philosophy and Adi Shankara's non-dualism. So pick out the wrong statement here.
Is there only one wrong statement? Yes, only one. When you look at it, suddenly you will think John Murray is Byron's publisher, but it looks like John Murray is the publisher of Serpent and the Rope. Eh?
Yes.
There, definitely. The protagonist is not Veeraswamy. Everybody knows that. Some other Swami it is. What Swami? Ramaswamy. Right. So Serpent and the Rope is indeed Raja Rao's second novel. Which was the first one? Kantapura. Second novel, Serpent and the Rope. And the third one is Cat and Shakespeare, 1965. Ramaswamy in Serpent and the Rope is a holy vagabond. Do you remember? Holy vagabond, he calls himself. He calls himself pseudo Satyavan, pseudo Tristan, pseudo Krishna. Ramaswamy is married to French teacher Madeleine. But then he is also in love with Savitri. Right? In Cat and Shakespeare, who is the protagonist? Ramakrishna Pai. He is the devotee of Govindan Nair. I'm sure all of you remember all that. Very good. He has also written other novels like Comrade Kirillov, The Chess Master and His Moves, etc. And some short stories also. Okay. Silent Life, Memoirs of a Writer, is written by, is it Chaman Nahal, Babani Bhattacharya, Mulkraj Anand, or Nayantara Sehgal? Ankita, would you like to give us the answer?
Yes, it is by Chaman Nahal.
Explain. Chaman Nahal is the author of Gandhi Quartet.
Yes. But here he has talked about his life as a writer, like the
Yes.
silence which is required for contemplation and all. So it is a very popular memoir by him. So like Nayantara Sehgal wrote Prison and the Chocolate Cake. That was her memoir. So looking up at the memoirs of the Indian writers is very important and also in the correct chronology.
Very good. Chaman Nahal was born in 1927 in present-day Pakistan. He studied at the University of Delhi and the University of Nottingham. And My True Faces is his first novel. Everybody knows his novel Azadi, 1975. Azadi, The Crown and the Loincloth, The Salt of Life, and The Triumph of the Tricolour. Those are the 4 novels of Gandhi Quartet. Now you know that he has written Silent Life memoirs. He has also written Into Another Dawn, Sunrise in Fiji, and The English Queens. Sunrise in Fiji is important. Remember that also. All right. So we know a lot of things about Chaman Nahal now. Ankita?
The Emerald Route is a travelogue by which writer? Is it by R.K. Narayan, Manohar Malgonkar, Nirad C. Chaudhary, or is it by Rabindranath Tagore? I won't tell you that this is a travelogue for which place, otherwise, it will become very easy. But it's a travelogue and it gives a travel guide for a particular state of India.
Emerald Route. So, which state could it be? The answer is a man who wrote a lot of novels and short stories, but you don't really remember him as a travel writer. Yes, Puguranti is saying it is Karnataka. It is R.K. Narayan. Ankita, would you like to explain?
Yes. So it's a travelogue which gives us a pseudo guide for Karnataka of India. It was published in 1980. This travelogue was published in 1980 and it talks about the local culture and heritage and about the people of Karnataka. It doesn't talk about his own experiences there personally, but he tries to objectively capture the local history and the food and the heritage of Karnataka, India in this work.
Very good. So that's a lot of information. If you have any trouble speaking fluently, think of our course. Many people who are teachers and people who are working professionals, etc., are taking Speak English course. There is one with literature focus also, where we talk about literature and get fluency. So if you're interested, you can join. There is a new batch starting very soon on 17th December. Okay. Of the easternmost, today is actually 18th December. Off the easternmost coast of India in the Bay of Bengal lies the immense labyrinth of tiny islands known as the Sundarbans. This is the setting of which novel? I'm sure Jamila knows because she has that smile on her face. Sundarbans is a setting of which novel by Amitav Ghosh? Is it Glass Palace, Hungry Tide, Gun Island, or Smoke and Ashes? Ankita?
Here, the answer will be the Hungry Tide. Hungry Tide very prominently is set in the Sundarbans.
Gun Island is set up, it's about the same region. Jungle Nama is about Sundarbans, Bon Bibi myth. Right. Hungry Tide is about actually Piali Roy, Fakir, traveling in the Sundarbans. Sundarbans appears also in Midnight's Children.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, Amitav Ghosh won Erasmus Prize 2024. Yes. It is given in his website also. A lot of details. Okay, Ankita.
Sister of My Heart is a novel by Kiran Desai. First published in 1999, this novel was followed in 2002 by a sequel, The Vine of Desire. Are these statements true or false?
Some people are saying true. Think again. Did Kiran Desai write Sister of My Heart and Vine of Desire? Yes, it is. Shweta is saying, everybody is saying, it is Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. It is not Kiran Desai. Which are the works by Kiran Desai? Hullabaloo in the Guava Orchard, Inheritance of Loss. Very good. Yes. Okay. Now, Ankita.
So here you have to choose the wrongly matched pair of author and work. Manju Kapoor, Difficult Daughters. Amitav Ghosh, The Nutmeg's Curse. Vikram Sheth, Unequal Music. And Anita Desai, The End of Imagination. Here one pair is wrongly matched.
Manju Kapoor definitely wrote Difficult Daughters. Veermati, Aida, and Veermati's mother, Kasturi. Amitav Ghosh definitely wrote The Nutmeg's Curse. It is about climate crisis and colonial history also. Vikram Seth and Equal Music, yes. Julia Nicole and John Home, right? It is not Anita Desai who wrote The End of Imagination. Everybody is saying the correct answer. It is Arundhati Roy. Yes. Ankita.
In Custody is a novel set in Delhi, India, by Indian American writer Anita Desai. But it was published in which year? 1980, 1981, 1984, or 1986? The chronology is very important. This time also they asked many questions of chronology.
In custody is the story of Devan and Noor. Devan is a Hindi teacher. Noor is an Urdu poet. Many people are saying 1984, and that is the answer. Anita Desai is in custody, 1984. Okay. Ankita?
Passion Flower, 7 Stories of Derangement, is a collection of short stories by which Parsi writer here? Is it by Cyrus Mistry, Meher Pastonji, Rohinton Mistry, or is it by Farooq Dhondi? So we have all the Parsi writers here.
Passion Flower, 7 Stories of Derangement. It is written by the man who wrote Chronicle of a Corpse Bearer, I think.
Yes.
Yes, it is Cyrus Mistry, the brother of Rohinton Mistry. Very good. Anything else, Ankita?
So it was the first collection of short stories by Cyrus Mistry, and it talks about many dark and mysterious themes. Mostly the themes here brood over the differences of fantasy and reality. But it was his first collection of short stories, and all the stories here are very interesting. Like it talks about the lives of the Parsis also, but mostly the ideas of fantasy and reality are very important in this collection.
Good, thank you. Jungle Nama is a dash written by Amitav Ghosh. It is a verse adaptation of the Bengali tale about the Sundarbans forest goddess Bon Bibi. Is it a dystopian novel, science fiction novel, graphic verse novel, or utopian novel? They are thinking it is not science fiction. Ankita, they are saying graphic verse novel. Is it true?
Yes. Yes, it's a graphic verse novel.
Tell us more, Ankita.
So it talks about the Bon Bibi, and yeah, like it's like a graphic novel with pictures and it's almost like a visual treat to the area of the Sundarbans and this medieval folklore of the Bon Bibi and the influence she exerts on the lives of the people there. So yeah, she is hailed as the protector of that area, and also the goddess who supposedly controls the tigers also of the area. So it's a very interesting work.
Great. The Last Queen is a book based on the life of Maharani Jind Kaur, last queen of Punjab. Who wrote it? The Last Queen. Is it Deepa Anapara, Anuradha Roy, Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni, or Jhumpa Lahiri? This writer writes a lot about women and writes about some mythical, historical women also sometimes. Many people are saying it is Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. That is the answer. Yeah, she retells epics. Ankita, would you like to explain more?
So the full title of this novel is very important. The title is The Last Queen, a novel of courage and resistance. And here it's almost like a exquisite love story of this queen. And this novel starts with a very famous line that I am Rani Jindan, mother of the Khalsa. That is my identity. That is my fate. So that's a very classic opening line of this novel. And it also talks about the love life of this queen and her adventures throughout her life. So yeah, it's a classic novel which was published in 2021.
Thank you for that. Ankita, would you like to read this as well?
The Better Man is a 2000 novel by Dash. It is set in the northern part of Kerala, India, a region known as Malabar under the British Raj. So, who wrote this novel? Is it by Arundhati Roy, Anita Nair, Manju Kapoor, or is it by Bharati Mukherjee?
Everybody is saying it is Anita Nair, and that is the answer. The Better Man is by Anita Nair. Anita Nair has written a lot of important works. Can you tell us some of them? Yes, Ladies Coupe, The Mistress,
Lessons in Forgetting.
Lessons in Forgetting. She has also written some detective novels. Dore Gowda or something is the
Also,
detective
A
that
Cut Like a Wound is very famous by her.
cut like a wound. Yes. Cut like a wound also. Who among the following is famous for mythological fiction? They asked about her recently in net. Kavita Kane, Bulbul Sharma, Megha Majumdar, Shubhangi Swaroop. Yes, that's right. You are right. It is Kavita Kane. Ankita?
Yes. She is very famous for her mythological fiction, and her best-selling novel is Karna's Wife, The Outcast Queen. And she also, like Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni, she retails, the perspective. She retails stories from the perspectives of women characters who are generally overlooked in our mythology, like Karna's wife herself. So she has written many works actually, like Sita's sister, then Menaka's Choice, Lanka's Princess, Ahalya's Awakening. So all of them are were famous women characters from our mythology, but they are not really studied. They have not been studied properly. They have not been paid much attention by the scholars. So she is trying to retell stories from the perspectives of these women. And her most famous work is The Karna's Wife, The Outcast's Queen. It was published in 2013.
Right. Thank you very much. Exquisite Cadavers is a novel written by a very rebellious woman writer, published in 2019. It's a unique and experimental work blending fiction with elements of autobiography and commentary. Is it Sharanya Manivannan, Janice Parayat, Meena Kandasamy, or Anis Salim? Anis Salim is not a woman. Yeah, many of you are right. Most all of you said correctly. It is Meena Kandasamy. Exquisite Cadavers. Ankita, I'm sure you have more to say.
So this novel is about a young couple, Karim and his partner, and Karim is a young filmmaker, and he's trying to work on the uh, Arab revolution. And his partner Maya also has her own concerns with her life, and how they negotiate with their lives together, and how their love stories charted out against their circumstances and all. It's a lovely story on that. So, Exquisite Capitals.
Wow. So that brings us to the end of this session. Remember to get some fluency if you wish from our Speak English course with or without literature focus. Even if you don't join any course, it's fine. You should continue to speak a lot, learn a lot. Lifetime of learning. That is what we should all have. So thank you for everyone for joining us today. Thank you, Shweta and Jamila, once again. I'm sure your presence here has motivated our students, and they are going to work even harder. They are going to come out with flying colors like you
Can
do.
I add? Sorry,
Yes,
can I add
Jamila.
a tip for the audience, especially the students who are struggling? I just wanted to share a trick with you. It's not a trick, but it was shared by our during JRF power sessions. I came to know this trick, and our seniors they shared with us. When you prepare for net, focus on British literature, Indian literature, and paper one. Also literary criticism. These are the important topics. So before going to world literature and other things, kindly make sure that you study British literature, Indian literature, paper one, literary criticism. So if you study this, any exam, uh, these topics will help you. It does not mean you should not listen to other classes. Kindly listen to all the classes. Kindly be punctual. Attend all the classes. Whatever ma'am gives, kindly attend that. That will help you a lot. You will feel that after passing the exam, I'm sure you too will win one day. Thank you.
You are right. Thank you very much.
Ma'am,
Shweta?
I would like to say one more thing, ma'am. Like at the very beginning of my preparation, I used to have one particular thing. It's like I used to watch your videos, I'll get your books. After writing notes of your classes, I'll read the pages of it, and I'll also, I've got so many quizzes from our Vallath batch. So and I used to attend quizzes. If I have missed something from your lecture, from my own reading, I'll get the different thing, different perspective from the quizzes, because it's so vast and intense. And moreover, the questions are so intense in nature, ma'am. It has connected so many things. And I used to make note of all the things which I have missed during my preparation. And I used to revise. It's like a whole complete circle, ma'am. Like I'll watch your class, I'll make note of it, I'll read it in books, and finally I attend quizzes. It's like a complete circle. So it literally helped me in each and every exams, ma'am. Whatever things which you are discussing, the historical background, it helped me in one way or the other way. It is the only reason I could able to do so many things. It's only your classes helped me, ma'am, not other than that. Because you're giving everything in one paka package.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. That's awesome that you were able to do all that.
I used to wonder, ma'am. I
Huh?
used to wonder how ma'am gives us everything. What can we expect more from ma'am? That would be my mind voice many times. Yeah, you give us everything, and yeah,
I just think of the result. I just think of how wonderful it is because of what I do. If students are able to get a little more knowledge and pass, that is motivation for me and my team. It's
ma'am,
not
it's like
just
you,
me. Everybody at Vallath, as you know, is equally, sincerely working towards your future. We should thank them all.
ma'am, you just prepare us for the hardest, ma'am.
I'm glad. So there are so many more people who are going to pass like you. They're all working towards it. Wish you all the best. Join us every day and we will make it together. Right, Ankita?
Yes, absolutely. Keep working and don't give up. Be patient. That's what I have learned. Like, let's be patient. And we have to wait for some things to. So let's wait. Let's be patient and let's keep working. And I don't believe hard work will ever go in waste. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then. Bye bye, everyone. Good night. God bless you all.